December 18th, 2010. Time, 3:42 a.m. Las Vegas Boulevard glows like liquid fire. Neon lights bleed into the black asphalt, the desert air still trembling from the night's last drunk laughter. And in that glow, a single Yamaha R6 glides silently down the strip. Silver body, black visor, no license plate. The rider doesn't look left or right. He knows exactly where he's going. He pulls up to the Mirage Casino, parks right beside the revolving glass doors, and doesn't bother hiding his face behind tinted glass. Black helmet, black gloves, black heart. He walks in. Cameras lock onto him instantly. 39 angles, each recording a ghost in motion. In 4 minutes and 21 seconds, this man will walk out with $1.3 million in high-limit tokens. But the real story isn't the heist. It's what comes after. The obsession, the arrogance, the unraveling of a man who thought he'd beaten Vegas. Meet Ethan Merrick, age 31. A failed magician, a recovering cocaine addict, and son of a retired police captain. And tonight, he's about to pull off the most unbelievable illusion of his life. 2 months earlier, October 2010, Ethan sits in the poker lounge of the Mirage. He's lost again. $60,000 gone in 3 days. Not house money, loan shark money. His hands shake. He orders whiskey he can't afford. The dealer knows him by name, but not by the look in his eyes tonight. See, Ethan used to perform stage magic, small shows, strip lounges, bachelorette parties. He knew sleight of hand, misdirection, human psychology, but he never learned how to stop chasing the next high. And as he watches a stack of obsidian black casino tokens, each worth $25,000, being moved across the baccarat table, something clicks.
Not a trick.
Not a trick. Not an illusion. A plan. A magician's greatest power isn't the hand, it's timing. What if he could use that? Not to impress, to vanish. He studies the Mirage for weeks. Security rotations, camera blind spots, dealer shift times, chip delivery routes. He finds a pattern. 3:40 to 4 a.m., night shift security switches posts for 10 minutes. The high-limit room has one guard at that window. He buys a used Yamaha R6 under a fake name. He builds a custom leather bag, magnet-sealed, large enough to hold 80 tokens. He paints over the bike serial number with black enamel. He times the route, from the baccarat table to the exit, 26 steps. He practices them every night in his apartment. 26 steps to fortune or to prison. December 18th, 3:42 a.m. Ethan's breathing through the helmet fogs up the visor. He feels his pulse in his throat. He tells himself, don't think, just perform. The Mirage hums quietly. Empty tables, tired dealers, security guards sipping stale coffee. He heads straight to the high-limit baccarat pit. 3 players, 1 dealer, stacks of glossy black tokens glimmering under the warm lights. Ethan doesn't draw a weapon. He doesn't say a word. He places a leather bag on the table, calm, slow, deliberate. Then in a single motion, he sweeps both hands across the felt, scooping chips like a magician palming cards. He's in rhythm now. 1, 2, 3, handfuls. Bag sealed. 26 steps. Just like rehearsal. Security catches on at step 17. By step 22, they're shouting. By step 26, He's already through the doors. He mounts the bike. Engine roars. Tires scream against the marble driveway. He disappears north into the neon fog. Total time inside, 4 minutes and 21 seconds. Total stolen, $1.3 million in high-value tokens. Back in his apartment, Ethan dumps the bag. The tokens spill across the floor like treasure from a dream. But then reality hits. These aren't coins. They're evidence. Every token has a microchip, RFID coded, serial numbered. The Mirage has already voided them in the system. If anyone tries to cash them, alarms go off instantly. Ethan laughs, then cries, then laughs again. He's pulled off the perfect heist for tokens worth $0. He tries pawn shops, underground players, a few old magician friends with shady connections. Everyone refuses. Too hot, too public, too insane. Someone finally offers 10 cents on the dollar. $130,000 for $1.3 million worth of risk. He takes it. Then he makes mistake number 1. He starts bragging. January 2011. There's a small online forum for Vegas illusionists called The Conclave. Ethan joins under the username Spectre31. He starts threads about casino security, hypothetical discussions about RFID tracking, heist psychology, and timing. People think he's role-playing until he posts something nobody outside the investigation could know. The Mirage switched guard rotations
At 3:50 that night, not 4. That detail was never public. A user replies, Spectre31, you sound like you were there. Ethan replies with a smiley face. And just like that, he becomes a ghost the FBI can trace. FBI agent Marissa Cole, Cybercrime Division, picks up the case. She tracks the forum's IP logs. Las Vegas, a small apartment near East Flamingo, registered to Ethan Merrick. She doesn't move yet. She waits, watches, because Ethan still has 40 tokens left, hidden somewhere, and she knows greed always brings them back. January 29th, 2011, 1:48 a.m. Ethan's broke again. Cocaine debts, rent overdue. He looks at the black tokens in his drawer. Beautiful, useless, unless. He convinces himself it's safe now. News has died down. Security's probably relaxed. He takes 4 tokens, $100,000 worth, walks into the Mirage again. Same marble floor, same hum of slot machines. He approaches the cashier cage. "Cash these, please," he says, voice trembling. The cashier freezes, looks at him, picks up a phone. "Sir, could you wait right there?" Ethan smiles nervously. "Sure." But his knees are shaking. He knows what's coming. Security arrives in 90 seconds. They don't yell. They don't draw guns. Just one sentence. "Sir, please come with us." He follows. It's over. The illusion is finished. FBI interview room, 3:20 a.m. Ethan sits under fluorescent light. Agent Cole slides a folder across the table. Photos, IP logs, chat transcripts. "You liked attention. Magicians always do," she says. Ethan smirks. "Guess I didn't make the finale disappear, huh?" "Where are the rest of the tokens?" "In a shoebox under my bed," he says quietly. "They're not worth anything anyway." Cole nods. "You were a performer once. Why this?" He looks at his hands. "Because applause doesn't pay rent. But money, even fake money, feels like power." Outside the interview room, Captain Thomas Merrick, retired LVPD, waits alone. He hasn't slept. His son, the boy who used to make cards disappear behind his ear, just made his whole career vanish. When they finally meet, there's glass between them. Ethan's voice is barely a whisper. "Dad, I didn't mean..." "Don't," the old man says. Magicians make illusions. You made a mistake. Silence. Then, softly, I'll be there at your hearing, even if you won't see me. June 2011. Federal Courtroom, Las Vegas. Ethan pleads guilty to armed robbery, theft, and possession of stolen property. The judge, not his father, reads the verdict slowly. 10 years federal imprisonment. Ethan doesn't look up. He just mutters under his breath, 10 years for a trick that didn't even work. Years later, prison cafeteria, 2018. Inmates gather around Ethan. He's showing them a card trick. Simple misdirection, a queen vanishes from one hand, appears in another. They clap. He smiles faintly. When someone asks, "You ever pulled this one for real?" he replies, "I tried once. Vegas caught me." He looks out through the barred window, the desert night beyond it. He whispers, "You know what they say? In Vegas, the illusion is always perfect until the lights come on." And that was the story of Ethan Merrick, the magician who thought he could make fortune appear out of thin air and learned the truth the hard way. In Las Vegas, even illusions have price tags.